Hello, hello. Good evening, everybody. It's Wednesday, and we've got Dragon Quest VII continuing, rumbling towards a finish. We've defeated the Demon King, we've revived the Almighty, and that's good, right? Everything's fine, right? Not quite. We revived God, and God pulled everybody in and said, hey, you need to throw away all your swords, and also anyone who is against me is a heretic, and I'm going to throw them into the void. To which, Mervin here went, that doesn't sound great. I don't like that. Like, we got a few, like, these, spirits, they support you and stuff, but, like, people believe in them, and, like, they should be able to do so. That's fine. And God's like, no, I think you need to go into the hole now. To which point we've ran away. And, currently, we are solo, Mervin here. Mervin is off to grab the guiding flame to allow us the ability to leave Estard. The rest of the party is stuck on Estard, and our current goal is, well, we can't really deal with God or even talk to God, but there are these spirits that we've seen a lot of signs of in the world we've never met, but like the Father of Flame in Emberdale, the desert has the statue that's the temple to the Earth Spirit. Aeolus Vale has the temple to the Wind Spirit, and together, if we have all four of these spirits awoken, they're about on the level of the Almighty, which means we can have a nice conversation about these edicts from on high. So, yeah, if I go into info, yeah. So, we couldn't go into the beacon. We went and talked to the king, and we got permission to go in there. The king here, so the Almighty pulled leaders from all over the world together and gave these edicts of throw down your arms, and also thou shalt have no other gods before me. We're starting a holy war. The King of Buckingham here immediately went, yeah, sounds good. Went home, hired every mercenary he could, and started stockpiling weapons. Like that sounds great. We'll be throwing them right out. Sorry, connection's bad. See ya. So we have an ally here in that case. Before we head out, we of course need to start things off with a little bit of new goodies. 24848. We got some multiples of 2 going. But yeah, just Mervin. So let's do a little bit of betting as we start up, and then we'll head over to the beacon, which will allow us to leave Estard and find these spirits. Alright, what do we got? Snack. Double snack. Assassin. So poison leaf, poison leaf stave, poison leaf stave, poison leaf stave heart, poison leaf stave heart, poison leaf stave heart, poison leaf stave heart claw ruin, poison leaf stave heart claw ruin, poison leaf stave heart claw ruin. Heck. Claw. Ruin. Leaf. Heart. We done. No chance. Not a chance. Not even close. Alright, one more. This time. Dagger. Dagger sword. Dagger sword shirt. Dagger sword shirt gold. Dagger sword shirt gold. These are not high impact. Sword shirt gold. Sword shirt gold. Sword shirt gold snack. Sword shirt gold snack. Sword shirt shirt. It's just plain clothes. It's just a shirt. Like, what do you want? Sword shirt gold snack. Herb gold. Wow, we're herb. Sword herb snack. Sword herb snack shield. Yeah, you got it. You got it, boss. Sword herb. Scale arm. You know, okay, alright. Okay. Scale armor. Easy. Really easy. Not that hard. Snack. 1 up. Leaf. 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 Snack. Okay, you know? We're all fine. Sword. Dress. Dress. Worst case, we got a Slyo snack, you know? Even if the rest of these aren't really much, a Slyo snack is a Slyo snack at the end of the day. Alright, we can probably sell some of this. The Zombie's Bane is worth the money back. Alright. With the power of God not quite on our side, we're okay. So, this whole section, by the way, very cool. This is a really fun section where we're playing solo as Mervyn, and it harkens back to Dragon Quest 1, because we're playing as Mervyn doing a fairly standard quest of like, okay, we have to go down and talk to the king and get up the tower. But we really are just, like, when we get into a fight, we're doing one-on-one fights. We're not doing a whole group, it's just one foe. And so we're following the Dragon Quest 1 rule of combat, where there's one of us, one of them, and, you know, things are even. It's nice. It has to be, part of this setup is that it has to be kind of slimmed down, because you are one character and you don't know what class you know, what's your vocation at this point. You can't go change it, you can't leave. So we're just sort of on our own. Alright. Gotta pay my respects to the water spirit, as we've met. There's a statue a couple floors up that gets a lot of respect. Okay. The old man will not leave. Oh. A single cavorting column. Yeah, like, we're obviously in Champion 8, incredibly powerful with access to some of the best offensive moves in the game. But you could be like a monk, a clown, a thief. You could be anything. That's the vocation. So, like, being able to sidestep some of these encounters, we could run, we could, you know, avoid them on the overworld if things were that bad, but them being one-on-one limits the possible power of one of these to a minimal level. It's gonna be interesting. We have, at the end of this month, Dragon Quest 1-2 HD Remake coming up, and like 3, even more so than 3. 3 was 3 with, like, some extra bells, right? Like, 3 is recognizably 3 with like some extra bosses, classes, but it's at its core, it's still find 6 orbs, go fight, at the eventually go fight Zoma, Baramos before that. But 1 and 2 look like larger changes. 1 especially looks like it has a much deeper deeper pieces ongoing. Not having just how many dinners have you had in your life? But like Dragon Quest 1, the game Dragon Quest 1 is just like it is at its core, you're finding a few tools that open up the final dungeon, the dungeon and the Draco Lord's castle, and then going through the Draco Lord's castle and like the adventures that lead up to that. But like it's got a full world that it looks like we're filling in more with like use of the Fae, the underwater, the sigils, linking it to 3, linking it to 2, giving the princess more character, like a lot of pieces that are added on top of it. So like, and 2 also has what looks like a full additional area and additional character more added onto it than 3 did. So it'll be interesting. I will get to those on Wednesday. It's not going to be an immediate. We're not going to start those up because I want to do the interim game after 7. Once we finish up 7 here. When we do finally get to 1 and 2 HD 2D, Builders is going to be the title that sits next to it as the interim title. That'll be where we'll fit Builders in. That'll be a fun time. Okay, we just need... easy. Yeah, it's gonna be exciting. Hey, buddy. Lucifer. A lot of Dragon Quest over the last few years. It's been great. I started, as I've talked about in the past, I started playing, doing Dragon Quest, Dragon Warrior Wednesdays, because I picked up a copy of Treasures, and that got me thinking, like, I really want to show off, like, older Dragon Quest titles. It's been a while since I've touched a number of them, and they're really exciting and have a lot of, like, history with myself and history in their own right, different remakes, different releases, different side games and such. And I wanted to show all that off, and in the time between me starting that and now, we've had like quite a good number of Dragon Quest releases. Dark Prince came out in the middle of that. HD 2D for 3 came out. 1 and 2 HD is coming out. 7's getting its reimagine. I haven't touched Treasures either. It's very funny to me. Hey, Mess, we're climbing a tower. Like, yeah, I've seen folks be like, like, hey, what's going on with 12? But like, it is not as though it's been it's been anything but radio silence, Near half dozen titles, in different manners. So, like, it's very funny that 7 is the one getting the reimagine as we're going through 7 now. But, like, Dark Prince is the one I was most, like, excited about. I'm a huge Dragon Warrior Monsters liker, as the name Slyo, if you're familiar with the game, would tell you, of course. But Recently finished 4, getting back to the 3DS remake of Quest Monsters 2. Yeah, and like, there are a lot of... Hello. Okay. Sorry. Our thought has been interrupted. It's time. Goodbye. Oh boy, oh no, oh no. It's weird they're doing 7 without touching 4 through 6 first. It's been the longest since them. Yeah, I guess the idea that I assume there is, like, partially that, like, 7 stands a little bit more alone and is a game that, like, has like if you're doing 4, you're committing to 5 and 6, right? Like that's part of that. In not like you'd have to, like they're not like super related games in like in the same vein as 1, 2, 3, but they are enough that you like would feel committed if you did 4 and 5 and 6, right? 9 was the one I was expecting, but 9 might also have a lot of like pieces that are hard to untangle from its DS existence. I like what they chose for the visual style. Oh, hello. Alright. Here we are. Let's grab some of that, you know, infinite fire. So this, with Mervin's holy powers, should be able to relight the torches and allow us travel from the 4 shrines within here. Alright. So this is the inexhaustible, unquenchable fire. Nothing can put it out. And that gives us a starting point. Flame. Dear flame. Alright, so we've had our adventure. I actually think fire's on the left here. Is it just fire that's on? Indeed. So, yeah, we've been told our direction. And with the Fire Shrine teleportal enabled, the Traveler's Gate allows us to go to the summit of Burnmont. Oh boy. The lava's chilling, the place is cooling. There's no left for us. That's bad. And Aish probably has the most direct knowledge about the spirits. Yeah, 4 is what we got, and, you know... Sometimes, the fact that we are finding the 4 great spirits had me thinking about Haschel, in, Legend of Dragoon, who has a number of attacks that have different numerals in them. But the one with 4 summons 4 dogs. What I always think of. Summon 4 dogs. Alright. God, Haschel was really fun to play with in that game. I've talked about games near the top of my list of games that I want to give more time to and play, my short list. that's very long. Legend of Dragoon is still near it, even though I've already done that once on a stream. Okay. We've got some monsters. We've got problems here. Let's see if we can't help out Emberdale. See what we can do for the Father of Flame. I don't like Emberdale not being hot. And Ice wasn't with us in our... So yeah, also, Emberdale is cut off from the rest of the world too. Interesting. Thinking about the islands that the Almighty chose to cut off, and why the Almighty might have chose them. Hey, Grapevine. Summon 4 gods. This thing's big. If we need 7, we'll keep working. But yeah, Legend of Dragoon is... I'm thinking about Legend of Dragoon always more than I should, but you know. That's just me. You know how I am. Dragster. Yeah, Haschel. But yeah, that's our plan for today, is we are going to summon as many gods as we can. Parentheses 4. So, how's Emberdale? So, yeah, each spirit dwells in a region where their element is found in abundance. This sequence is mostly the same as in the original, except you've been walking past the portals to other present areas every time you go to a pedestal. So they've been this mysterious thing for a while. Yeah, we sort of have them sidebarred here a little bit more. But it's still the same. Like the bit we just did with Mervin and all that. Well... This whole Bath and Lark is a con. The water's cold. Everybody down here sucks. Actually, it's way too hot, Stevie. You know, it's funny. We had yesterday in Trails the opposite problem. Everything was too hot. The ley lines were off. You know, God has made a decision, but seeing as it's a stupid decision, Maribel's chosen to ignore it. Oh! Oh no! That thing just flew on in. I like how it flew directly down, like... What? Yeah, I don't know what Maribel has access to. If I tell Maribel to not be casting magic is a bit of an issue, but... Friend. Yes. Wiggle, 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 wiggle. Okay. That's why they flew straight up and down. They wanted to join us. Hey, Pamela. What do you know about all this? Ah, hanging gaffers. Okay, well. Almighty said we're not able to sell weapons. I'm ignoring that. Oh, that reminds me. I need to reset everybody's... So, because we switched to Mervin, everyone's inventory has been emptied. So everyone gets to carry a leaf. Okay, that's everyone with a leaf. Everyone gets one of our 4 diamonds. Where is the Sage's Stone? There it is. Sage's Stone, I think that was a Slyo item. Slyo snack? That's for Slyo. Ooh, a silver shield. I think Maribel wants that silver shield pretty badly. And then prayer rings are gonna get handed out, but not equipped. These are... We have 7 of these. Wow, that's so many. Okay, happy to have an upgrade there. Slyo, can you move the Sage's Stone there? That's important. And you can put the magic shield away. Okay, I think that's a good, like, inventory of goodies. Let's go talk to Gaffer. Talk about people who didn't show. Actually, Pamela wasn't at the ceremony, but Pamela was there. On the side. Oh no, we can't even cook because the flames are so bad. It's that cold. Okay, let's go let them know about monsters. A dark cloud, you say? Talk about another game on the short list. 2. Not just 2, but 2 games. Hey. So, we need to tell you a story about the Almighty and monsters and the Father of Flame. We need to restart the volcano. We are committed to restarting the volcano. Hey, Pamela joins the party. Hello. Baptiste for back for good. Everybody's trying to interpret what's going on. Why would God do this? Oh, okay. Sorry. Ah, fetch the stuff. Yeah, we gotta get the good shit out if we're gonna head up to the top of the mountain. We can't just have the normal. Nah, we need, yes, the stuff. The deepest stuff. Don't be flummoxed, it's fine. Ah, yes, we need that. I don't have a single good memory about this place. This volcano sucked. Okay. Over to the local shop. Power shield. Now, Ruff right now is wielding the boomerang, which has been nice. That'll pass, but that is a good idea. Alright. So this is going to be a fun time. We get to do some revisiting of places. We get to do some, you know, run-throughs. We're going to help out Palmella and see what we can do here. Yeah, Power Shield was the one that could, had a heal on it. Picking up one of those wouldn't be a bad idea. No. The fire behind us is lit. The Father of Flame must be here. If flame is real, if the flame is in our hearts, then the Father of Flame is still with us. Yeah, the Sage's Stone is useful, but, like, I think most characters have better options, so... Oh, give over. I like Palmella. Sort of ornery old lady. Maribel's just like, I just joined back up, and like... Amogus. Prestidigitator. Ooh, Nova Blaster. We want to finish Armamentalist. We still don't have access anymore to all trades. So right now we're a little bit locked down, which is a problem for what we want to be doing with Maribel. I want to move Maribel off of this vocation pretty badly. Kasnooze, Bazoom. Does that put us up to 6, I think? 6, okay. Yeah, we want to move Maribel off of Troubadour onto our other classes so we can get to Luminary. That might be like a thing I set up off screen as like a thing to do once we have access to that. No, we can't go to past all trades. We can't use the we can't use the pedestals either. At least we couldn't when we were before the flames were turned on. We were locked in at this point. The little buddy at the pedestal said, you know, I hope I don't lose my job. Luckily, if I remember the direction of things correctly, we shouldn't be without vocations for too terribly long. And it's fine anyway. We need to get our armamental. We need to get armamentalist up. If we can get armamentalist up to 8, when we go swap, that'll be nice. We'll be able to kind of two birds, one stone, that sort of thing. Bonk. Sleepy rough. Wow, when we went down here, there were like no monsters on all 5 of these floors for taking the right path. The underpants dance. The turtles spun. We have confusion and laughter working out for us. Fights aren't a bad thing. Oh, what are you? Delusionists. What? Wolf time. Cool sword. That's Boo? Yeah. Turtles wear underpants and turtles also summon Boo. These are things that are true about turtles. We've learned them today. Alright, let's take the right path. Let's take the correct path. Yo. Blood. Live lava. That's a funny thing for the Mudman. Do like how, I really like that Ruff knows how to hit enemies that can be sleepy. Like, Ruff uses that on really effective terms. Black Belt and Hevo? Okay. Asking myself the hard questions of, like, who actually is going to be staying in the party. Like, at some point, we're going to be at 5 characters. And, like, who's number 5, right? AI cheats in the player's favor. I don't know if it's true in this game, but I know in a good number of later... so, talking about AI, the AI for the party members, wisdom in some games does play a role in, like, making correct choices. Where, like, if a character has a high enough wisdom stat, they'll take more effective actions. This is different across different games. It's not necessarily true across all. For instance, Dragon Quest IV on the NES is notorious for how its AI on characters works. It's why Kirill has the reputation that he does of just using thwack on everything. The other important bit about AI decisions, and we've talked about this once or twice on, like, why would you choose to do what I'm doing where I let them have control? The biggest reason for, like, letting a character have AI control is that when you take an action, you lock it in at round start. When you tell them focus on healing, the action isn't locked in until the moment the action is taken. So a character won't necessarily have to burn their action to heal unless you've taken a big hit. Kiefer always made the correct... Well, yeah, Kiefer knew how to flame slash correctly. Ruff just knows that these things love the underpants dance. It's a feature of Dragster. Man. The rules of combat aren't necessarily hard and fast across Dragon Quest's stats aren't the same, rules of combat aren't the same, but the systems are generally similar. You know, we're putting all your moves at the beginning of your turn and they all go off. But sometimes there's a speed stat, and sometimes there's an agility stat, and sometimes it's also your defense. Although we have them asleep and confused. Okay, got to the stairs in time. Oh, what is this? A mild headache. Yeah? These things are cute. Kind of wiggly on a sword. Envenomated. Splitting headache as our upper version of that. That'd be a good one. Yeah, Flame Slash just gets the job done. It's the move of ages. Alright. Y'all ready? You might wonder, ready for what? That's a great question. But we all should be ready for whatever. Can't bypass cat. God, our attack with our sword is so heavy. Hitting for like one. The zoom in on there is so silly. Like, we're just really on face. Yeah, okay, fine. I don't mind I don't mind the combats. We have a lot of reasons to want to be leveling classes at the moment. And we're on on at least 3 that need it, so gonna be helpful. Chomp. Gets caught up and starts to boogie. There we go. Got the shell razor. And instructor. Alright. And a friend? Yeah. Let's add a new friend. Always love to add a new friend. We are just getting... part of the setup with the monsters on the overworld, the monsters like this in dungeons, is that, like, these small corridors can involve a lot more fights than you would get just on a normal random battle encounter. Alright. Well. Again. Down we go. Down we go. Down we go. And one more. There's something powerful waiting ahead. Okay. Well. A mite more Marty. So, you're down here in the heat. And in a bit of a, you know, deep tunnels under the cooling... Oh no, first strike. The cooling surface. Pobella has a frightful premonition. God, that feature of help weird. So, hold on. My brain is stuck thinking about Trails second chapter, and I can't think of weird and unfortunate things are happening. Thank you. Okay, got it, brain. Had to process. That feature from weird unfortunate things are happening is something I love because of what we saw last time, yesterday, playing Trails second chapter, where we walked through a door in a dungeon. Immediately we're thrown in a boss fight ends, and we're thrown out of the dungeon, and we have to go all the way back if we want the treasure. Like, you know, and like on top of knowing that it's coming. Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening is such a good title. Incredible recommendation for that one. One you can check out on Steam pretty easily. Unity, the maker of that title and some of the others is very cool. Hello. Hello. A gem slime. So gem slimes are wonderful. This is also known as a gold slime, and like a the top end past Metal King slime. We need to pull out specific maneuvers. Any person who has hatchet has to pull it out here. I don't know that we have a lot that's useful for gem slime, but okay, this thing doesn't have metal stats. That's good to know. In a number of games, this thing can have the same metal protection that a metal slime has. It also very powerful at support. It's also just a happy-looking slime. Just a lovely friend here. Yeah, this one doesn't give metal slime stats. It does, however, give gold. The way these things fall asleep is so fun. I don't know how I feel about gem slime shape. It's kind of funny. I didn't understand what gem slime shape was for like a decade. Because in Dragon Warrior Monsters, gold slime, you only see from the front, really. And like the sprite overhead, I didn't quite, it's like, what is this? Nah, it's just like weird. But no, the fact that it's like a diamond from the top, but sideways, is a funky shape. I love the way these ones fall asleep, though. But yeah, can always give a incredible 2 thumbs up recommendation to Unity's work. The playthrough that I did of Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening was just a blast. It's a game that gives a very fun challenge. A lot of, like, really interesting systems it plays with. Using, like, interesting styles of debilitating moves. Oh. Hey, there's Gem Slime again. But yeah, so picture Gem Slime from the front. It doesn't spin, but just from the front, and you just see the slime, and it's like, I don't really know what this is, but it's a slime, so it's cute. And I like it. Flip. And it has incredible animations. I love its spinning. That's actually a really good feature of it here, is it's spinning and the like spinning on the ground and the way that it speeds up as it casts. That's good. Ooh, Slyo 36. 1 HP. 5 MP though. And a lot of money. Hey Slyo, can you tell me how many... There is a treasure on this floor. Ah! A Magma Stave! Magma Stave, as we've seen over the years, a powerful use item that sometimes has some interesting purposes. Give us something to have Maribel in Maribel's pocket. Perhaps she can use here. One of the other big selling points to me on Weird and Unfortunate Things Are Happening is the cast. Yep. Yeah, gold slime back in the day. Because it's, you know, drops gold. Oh boy, look. We are deep in the heat now. There's a treasure on this floor. We gotta go check the sides that we would not normally need to. It's fun to have a bonus dungeon below the dungeon we already checked, right? Like, this is an area we already went through. But now it's a bonus area. Swing! Lick. What does a gold... What does gem slime taste like? One of those, like, ring pops? I feel like it's rude to do that to a slime. Woo! It's too bad we're locked into the world and can't go resolve these, but you know, we're still catching them. Gem slime's solid. Ah! Hi, Grapevine. We're doing a good job of being able to clean out a fight. Things are going fairly cleanly down here. I say as 1,000 status effects are applied to everybody. This is fine. Okay, down south we go. Deeper. Yet deeper. Oh my god. Alright. Two treasures. Alright. 1 second. I'm gonna be right back as we take this turn. Okay, so important to be grabbing treasures that we found down here because we've already seen a mini medal, which is the most powerful treasure that one can find. The promise of future treasure, right? Dojo Master, okay, that's I think 6. Is Aish gonna be in the final squad? Is Maribel gonna be in the final squad? I'm pretty sure that Ruff isn't moving out of the party. I'm pretty sure Slyo can't move out of the party. And the power of champion has been so, like, outrageous that I feel like it'd be hard to move Sir Mervyn out of the party. I should have to be doing something pretty powerful to do that. But if Maribel gets on, so, it's tough. Feed every seed to Slyo, don't use it for the final boss. Yeah, you know. I got it. Sorry, you can't have the Slyo snack, buddy. We're completely safe. I'm sorry you can't have it. Safe. Nice. Nice. I'm pretty certain that Slyo just has, like, 50 to all stats from all of the Slyo snacks that Slyo's eaten over the course of the game. I feel like that's a rough underestimate, is 50 to all stats. Which is a few. It's a couple. Ooh, asking the difficult questions there. 3 party members versus 4. You've always got your 5 as well. 5 is rarer. Final Fantasy IV has its 5-member party, but Final Fantasy V has its 4-member party. I guess the big thing there is that, like, okay, I guess to throw my hat into the idea, I like 4 of either 6 or 4 of, honestly, like 4 of 8, 4 or like 4 and 6 are the numbers that I feel most comfortable with, but I like the ability to hot swap those party members in if it is 4. So thinking like I'm specifically thinking of like Berseria, and a lot of Tales games play that way. 3 works well as well. There is the hard question of, like, if you have a bench is, I think, the actual bigger decision, right? Like, Final Fantasy V and Final Fantasy IV don't have benches. All your characters are in play at all times. And so, like, how does that change the math? One of the things I found really fun about Golden Sun 2, well, 35 HP, 4 MP, 2s across the board, is that in Golden Sun 2, if Party 1 is wiped, like, Party 2 jumps in to fight. And that's a cool, like, making use of the fact that you have a multi-party setup is, I think, a neat piece of it. Final Fantasy IX does that to a very small extent, but not as much as I'd like with its 4 and 8. You're a fan of 1 fixed slot, 3 party player choice slots. So, you know, you've got your lead, or let's say Zidane, for no game in particular. And so the rest of your party gets to be like Vivi, Steiner, Freya in no game in particular. But like you have like your character who's the lead, and then you have like the rest that you swap around. The reason I think I like 4 a little more than 3 is specifically because of that. If you have a large party, going back to Legend of Dragoon, Legend of Dragoon has 7 party members in total, but a party cast size of 3. And it very rarely does anything with that party size, like the backup. There's a point in the game where you have to do an individual fight for all the characters. But because Dart is always in your party as your lead, you only are picking 2 of 6 for the rest of your squad, so a lot of characters get underutilized. Whereas if that was 3 and 3, you'd be using half of your squad. Chrono Trigger, I think, does a good job of, like, swapping your cast around for most of it. It also isn't a very long game, comparatively. Anyway, deep we are. Battle on the lava bridge. Chrono Cross falls into a way different category where you're doing like a Suikoden thing or like a Final Fantasy Tactics where like, you know, there's a point where your cast becomes so big it's no longer like a party, right? Here we have 4 characters and a 5th, like we have 5 total, like active. Mervin's not here, and we've never had more than 4. Whereas like with like a Suikoden or a Chrono Cross or even like a deploy game, like you have so deep a well of characters. You're not choosing 5 of 10. You're choosing 5 of. You're choosing 37. I forget how many characters there are in a. Oh hey, right. All right, righto. Dragon Quest 7 has my least favorite recruitable party size, full party plus 1. Rather have a party that cuts down to full party size or 2 size so you make real decisions. I agree with you on that many lots. I would, like, with plus 1, it feels like you're letting one character lay in the lurch. With plus 2 or plus 3, it feels like you're designing a party, right? You have a cast of 8, but any higher and you have a cast of infinity. Palmella. We still don't have a, like, we have a full party, but we aren't at plus 1 right now. Like, we're still at 4. I like that Palmella's just like, I just made a phone call. Don't worry about it. Sure, let's hear a story, Palmella. Once upon a time, the Father of Flame used to be part of one much bigger and more powerful god, the Almighty. You know, Almighty fought against Demon King and ended up getting beating, as we saw. What he did is he was about to be destroyed forever. He split off 4 parts of himself. So... to any road. So yeah, the 4 spirits are elemental spirits, but they all are also aspects of... the Almighty. So... did you bring the thing. Ah, yes, we have the key. We're going to open up the door with the key. Yes, that's... You know, conflagration key. This will open the door once. And the door will never need to be opened again. Can I go back now? Yeah. Sorry about that. Thanks, buddy. Glad that she's got a friend to, you know, make the trek safer. Use that key to open the door. You know, I have to assume the spirit of fire, the father of flame, has to respect somebody going, knock, knock, boom, right? Like... Hot orange porridge. No. You, please? Ruff? Ruff, you can't. Anyway, knock, knock. Hello. Too tiny, too weak, too dim. Flame, dear flame. Seems like the father of flame needs to be a pick-me-up. Grab me that bottle of vodka. Yum. Anyway, hello. You got the father of flame, spirit of fire. Here standing with the cross arms. Got the cool, like, lava magma armor. Like, these really wide shoulders, but still has, like, pieces of, like, the magma in that. How long have you slept? I don't know who the father of flame is, but I'm the fire spirit. What? Alright, you know what? Cool. Expected a goofy little guy instead of spicy Vegeta. Got those earrings too. Fire boots. When it started bubbling, like, my first thought before, like, you know, obviously I played this, I know what the Spirit of Flame's gonna be, but I kind of wanted a big bubbly, like, bubble slime. That'd be cute. I will not. Hey, son. Yeah, Fire Spirit, can you, like, help us out? We got some problems. No. What? We woke you up. You were sleepy. The Spirit of Flame is a very emotional, full of vigor and flames in their hearts. We gotta fight. We gotta fight. We need to fight. We gotta fight the Spirit of Flames. Let me sear your souls to a cinder. Alright, buddy. So, Spirit of Flames. We need to be back on orders here. I want... So we want a woolly blanket. We definitely want spells other... Let's get Insulate up. Damn. Our setup's a little awkward here, isn't it? Still being on this, Crackle? I think you've got Kabuff in there, and then... Okay. Spells, other oomph. God itself. A swoosh look. Again, like we're stuck on a weird class right now, so... Crunch! You got a ball of fire, okay. You want a full heal self. You want to call in the Call of the Wild. Let's just go ahead and keep that knuckle sandwich coming. $244. Yo! I love just like, alright, time to whip out like whatever huge hits we got. It's fine. I like our background here. It's also fun, like we've got a nice immediate feel for like, yeah, this is the like fiery spirit, not the fire spirit fight with fiery spirit. It's funny to me that like we have this fiery spirit who's been worshipped as the Lord of Flame, you know, the Father of Flame, and has no idea, never heard of it. Like what? I've never heard of that in my life. I've been asleep for the last, I don't know, like 12 centuries? What? Oh god! When I think of fire spirits, Dragon Quest is not the game that comes to mind. The Tales games are the ones that come to mind with their different interpretations of summons. Tales games across the board are different titles, you know, that are unrelated, like a Final Fantasy, with continuous elements in each of them that match over the years. And one of them that is in there, much like Final Fantasy, is that the summon spirits are of some kind across the board keep sticking around. Thinking about Ifrit, as big fire buff dude in Tales of Eternia, and like the different takes on the different elemental summons. Gnome, for instance, in Eternia is one of my favorites for being a tiny little gnome buddy. Fun things like that. But they keep generally the same names across the games, but have different interpretations of them. Things like... And so you get like... Celsius the martial artist, which is one that's stuck probably the most. Celsius was a playable character in some of the spin-off titles with that, like, setup. But, like, also differences like Volt, or you know, like... I called it out, doesn't it? Probably should reset the, oomph. Oh, boy! Sure, you got it, boss. Mana series also does those? Yeah. Interesting where they arrive at the same answer and where they diverge. Yeah. It's fun that, like, you can have that same starting point but do something very different with it. Okay, that hit kind of hard on ice. Oh boy! I think ice is falling me over? Yeah. Actually, you know, we'll go Sage's Stone, Zing, also the spell name. Oh, no, you don't have Zing. Also keep us standing. I think you go first, which is annoying. Like, we want Maribel to go after... Okay, this will be fine. Still in Wild Arms and the Guardians. Okay. I'm using the leaf now. Okay, I'm gonna reset Insulate. And that's true with Zilia and, you know, Mila Maxwell and such. Maxwell being another of the spirits that sticks across titles. Oh. Into the drink. Okay. Humanity's taking the wheel into their own hands. Alright. One of the aspects of the Almighty. Can the darkness hold against the heat of the Spirit of Flames? Frick. Well. Okay. Bad news. As we sort of established, the fire spirit and the other spirits are aspects, like, pushed off of the Almighty. Could it be him? We can't do this with just the fire spirit. We need all four. So, we kind of have the idea of how these spirits work. They are attuned to the place where their element is strongest. You know, the fire spirit lived at the bottom of this giant volcano. Goodbye. Damn, he only was, you know, like, everybody respected the Father of Flames. Anyway, you're not friends with a spirit of an element if you don't have the amulet of that element, you know. We're on a mission from... We're on a mission from God. Well, you know, we were powerful enough to go toe-to-toe with, you know, an aspect of the Almighty. I mean, we beat the Demon King earlier, so why not? This is the power of humanity. We might be on a mission against God. We're on a mission beyond God. We're on a mission towards God. We're on a mission, God. Anyway, the thing this does, though, is actually a lot. So check this out. Fire Amulet, for one, it's got some powerful stats as an accessory. For two, it does have a use. So, like, we can just flat replace this this strength ring, and it's a plus 18. If I go ahead and move that around, maybe for Aish? Fire Ruby does fit with us in our armamentalist pretty well. I'm gonna go with Aish on this because this is a strong amount of strength. That's 25. Like, Slyos had Slyo snacks to make up the difference in a lot of instances, so... And, you know, we've got... we got a lot left. Actually, hold on. Can I... From here... Is Zoom legal? Oh, Zoom probably isn't legal because we're stuck under a sealed island. We just can't Zoom because we literally cannot use Zoom. Not because we're, bonker heads. That Fire Spear was alright hothead, wasn't he? Maribel's like, whew, it's been a while since I traveled with y'all, and like, I think that went okay. You guys get cracking. Cheerio. Chelpin. So, if we need some assistance, we're out of fragments to find, obviously, but if we need a bit of a push in the right direction, we can ask Palmella. Everyone will forget about us. Why the hell would the Almighty do this? But yeah, but we do have a obvious lead when the Flame Spirit went over to the temple over on, over by Pilchard. Also left that fiery trail. So, we're gonna take a nap. It's a busy place. Everybody who's on this island at the time is stuck on this island because it is cut off from the world. Now we'll have a quick chat with Palmella and then we'll head on out. What's up? Thanks for the bomb. Go on, Slyo. Say thank you to Dora. Perhaps the Almighty feels like a SimCity player coming back from 1,000 years and just hitting the... like, summon Bowser 4 times. Four, 4, 5, 6. Damn, that's nice money. Thinking of that as like an extremely powerful cribbage hand. $15-2, $15-4, $15-6, $15-8. Pairs 10, pairs 10, pairs 12. 2, 15-4, 15-6, 15-8. Yeah, we fought it. Yeah, double, yeah. Yes, I do continue playing. Alright, but we have to head back up the mountain. And we're gonna head back to Estard, and we saw that flaming trail over Pilchard. That's gonna be our, place to go. Alright. So, welcome back. Let's go talk to folks in town, see what they saw. 24, 15-2, oh, sorry. Run for 15-2, 15-4, 15-6, 15-8. Run. 3, 6, 9, 12. Yeah, 24. Like I said, one of the best hands you can have in a cribbage hand. I didn't even finish counting it. I just like saying 15s. Like, like, you can barely get better hands than that in cribbage. Yeah, so our current problem is, like, we only could go over to that fire spirit through... Chancellor's tried to shoot a gun earlier, just being cribbage. So, Shabadoo, one of the secrets of how I've played card games for so long is how much cribbage I played as a kid. Like, we played a lot of cribbage all the time. That was the card game, like, for, like, us when we had just, like, 2 folks hanging out. That and our pepper games, which are our trick-taking games, we played as well when we had more folks, but... I was very proud of winning our family reunion cribbage tournament when I was a small kid. It's been a while. Like... A strange ship shows up. I guess it's light here, yeah. What do we got? The emissaries are back. Oh, where's Dad? Yeah. Yeah, we'll find Dad. If anybody's still alive after getting blown out in the sea. So, the Spirit of the Fire isn't able to get rid of the darkness fully, but we do have light here at Estard more than we did before. A battleship. Didn't think that. So we can't even see it. It's such a giant boat, but we have to go. We have to investigate. It might be too big. Guided here by those flaming lights. Well, thank you, Flame Spirit. The Fire Spirit brought it here. If it's too big of a boat, it probably can't come ashore. Alright. Yay! Maribel's been trying to do this for so long. It only took dethroning God to be able to pull this one off. Literal miracle. Sorry, defeating the devil and rethroning God. Alright. So, those flames brought in, like, a beacon, some sort of ship that was out there, that was able to pierce through the veil. Oh, this is cool. Anyway, this is a ship so big it has trees on it. Yo, Slyo! Wait, did we say that? Was that the first line we had? No. Well. The Sea Dragon. Anyway, we have heard of a ship this big. If you remember, it was cursed. Yarr! When you see a human using a rope, or monster using a rope. Anyway. Yeah, Captain Shark Eye went off to fight the Demon King and was frozen. Oh, which we're gonna get our flashback to Shark Eye. If the fire spirit was loosed, of course, it would follow that the ice would melt. So this follows everything we learned on Buckingham. You know, Shark Eye and his wife with child. She went to live under the sea. The child was spirited away to an island uninhabited in some ways. It's a good thing we, the only people who know what the ship is, are here. How's on ice? Shark Eye is a determined pirate lord here. I like the having a like backstory with Shark Eye and the king here as old friends. This ship is just so big that it's trees. One Piece. Buckingham boys are a stubborn bunch. Join us on the road to hell. No, thanks for the sub. Welcome. We are deep in some pirate flashbacks, learning about a large ship that's just appeared. Spirit marked ye. I don't know if we directly established Shark Eye as marked by the water spirit. We've learned about marks of other spirits before, with the Roamer's camp and such. Yar! I had a dream. I like the Dragon Quest combat noises. Lazy Bones. Can't believe they just threw you into the ocean. Yeah, we just keep getting the echo visions with this ship. Anyway, we need to have a talking. It's fun. We get to actually meet somebody from the era we went to visit, as well as the current era, you know? Like, this is the current era, but Shark Eye is a man of the past. Yeah, in the present. Sorry. We're all sorry about that. Look, it's tense out there, I understand. Imagine being born with the name Rigging and not getting a pirate ship as your career. You gotta go work at like a casino then if you're not a pirate ship. Anyway, yeah, we've been telling Shark Eye what's going on, but, like, it's hard to believe that, you know, the ship has been frozen for centuries. You've been... the scurvy scoundrel, the Demon King. Luckily, the Demon King is dead as shit. We killed him. Thank you for your help on all of it, but we put that, that demon in the ground. That's true, that is a place we went to. You know, that is the blade that Slyo still wields. Well, okay, actually, I have good news for you about your wife. She lives on the ocean floor with the king of the ocean, who might not be the water spirit. Might know where to find the water spirit, but... I gotta talk to you. We gotta talk one-on-one. You know, Shark Eye is a sharp pirate lord. Like, you know, this is a huge vessel that fought the Demon King's forces once. It can do it again. Sorry, our costume makes that a little worse on you, but you got a sharp eye, Shark Eye. But no, this is a thing we've had throughout the whole game. We've talked about the ability of Slyo to translate ancient languages. Slyo to, be able to find Grakos' domain and go down there, having this specific mark. And... with that, we've lit the flames with this mark. So yeah, the water spirit has been, you know, Shark Eye's had the protection and boon of the water spirit, as we've talked about, but so have we. Water spirit has told us, hey, pick me up last. Yeah, take a look at the water spirit like sigil here versus the flag on the sea dragon. How close it is. Yeah, so, the long lineage and the uncharted island in the past that lead to, where Estard is, we had the, Shark Eye and On Ice that were blessed by the water spirit and their child who grew up on an unknown island for generations, leading to Pollock and Pearl and us. So we have indeed gained another dad. We'll have to see if we you know, fish mom under the sea. Oh, okay. So Fire Spirit left another trail. Everyone at Estard is a descendant of Sharkai, but Slyo is the has. We have the mark, you know. That'd be the front end of the ship. Yeah, we've looked. Look. We do a lot of sailing in Pilchard. Yeah, Estard was the continent that was blessed by the water spirit, basically. Thanks, Reagan. Alright. Let's take a look around the ship. We actually have a lot of things available to us on the ship. You can see we have a full complement. Keel haul that Demon King. Sorry, buddy, we already took care of that. Pirate hat. 12th day of the Gibbous Moon. Oh. Old Salty. Grandpa, Old Salty telling us about Shark Isle looking just like us. Slyo's a pirate for a reason. We aren't a pirate right now, but you can see in our class list down there, we are a pirate. We were ready for this life. There were a number of reasons I gave Slyo pirate as a class. One of them was indeed Captain Tibbs. Captain Tibbs? You gotta have a bunch of, like, you know, mouse cats are common out. Captain's coat and pirate's hat, of course. Great finds down here. Okay. These pirates are the, like, these are the most, like, how do I put this? Fictionalized pirates, where we got the pirates who are going around the world, sailing the seas, on adventure. They're fighting monsters. They're doing things for the good of the world. They're traveling and exploring and definitely not robbing people on the high seas. Like, pirates just steal things? No, these pirates don't steal things from people. They're, you know, they've been running around fighting the Demon King for years. They're One Piece pirates? Yeah, that's a good way to put it. And we've seen a lot of, like, over different Dragon Quest games, we've seen different pirates of that nature. Have we met? And this is the nation of the pirate. The ship is so big, it's its own... own full nation. Oh, I gotta put away the pirate hat, the pirate... They're affiliated with Buckingham, though, is the main place, obviously. Anyway. Meow? Meow, meow. Meow? Yes. Meow. Agreed. Roamers have the blessing of the earth spirit. These pirates have the blessing of the water spirit. The winged people have the blessing of the wind spirit. Yeah, we've seen, yes, very much. That's kind of the pieces we've learned about, like, the different peoples who are blessed by the different spirits. The fire spirit, as we saw, was more inactive, very sleepy, just sort of living, but was there on Embertail, and ooh, an enclosure plan. Thanks, Cat. $20. Okay. Okay. Captain Shark Guy said, "You get everything." Like, we have the Demon King is our main issue. We dealt with that. Now we have these spirits we're reviving. You are blessed by one. You've got everything. Crispin had some sort of mark. Ooh, that would make sense. You know, if you don't use your treasures, what are they there for? Oh, no! I got captured by pirates on the high seas, and then, like, that pirate ship was the one going to fight the Demon King? Come on! I've been stuck in here for 435 years or whatever. I think I've been saying 800. A while. Like, come on. I think Crispin would have had the Earth Mark then, right? If Crispin was matching the roamers. I don't think we've met anybody blessed by the fire spirit, because the fire spirit's been more inactive compared to the other spirits. Another captain's coat. That's the second captain's coat we found in here. We got a lot of ship to go over. Yo, what do you got here? Knuckle dusters? Goddamn. Hey, excuse me. Gaudius sword. And then the Metal King sword for Maribel. Or Ike. It's only a +5. I need to buy this. I need the power of the king. You can have this captain's coat. You have this pirate's... Actually... Can't have the pirate's hat. Hold on. You have the spangled dress. You have this dragon shield. Um, fishnet stockings. A million slime hearts. You can have the saw blade. Fairy foil. You only need 10,000 more. You can have one of our Sword of Ruins. Wow, these are worth a ton of money, goddamn. Alright, give me that Metal King sword. Maribel is a plus 20, plus 56. Aish is a plus 40 flat. For the moment, we'll give this to Maribel. Shipmate went there? You know, people went to Esthard back in the day. It was this unknown paradise. Okay. So not uninhabited, as I had said. Thunderbolt Blade, Bastard Sword. Wow, Bastard Sword is an upgrade. Cobra Claws. Ooh, that's actually really exciting. Look at that. Plus 25 on Rough, and it's poison adding. That might be a cool upgrade for Rough. Let me think on that. Let's check the armor shop first. Okay, Pillager's Plate Mail, Pirate Hat, Pillager's Helmet, Silver Shield Purchasable. Ooh, Silver Shield Purchasable, so good. Look at that. Sea Carousel. Okay. And the Great Helm. These are some upgrades we can pick up. More Silver Shields. Everybody can use them and everybody wants them. Is there a second one over here? Yes. Hello. Flowing Water Dress. The Flame Armor, which could be an upgrade for Slyo. Gigant Armor, which is also an upgrade for Slyo. Dragon Robe. Wow, that actually is. Look at that. Holy. Magic Fire Ice, and it's also usable by Maribel. Dragon Robe looks like the next purchase. Look at that huge upgrade for Slyo. And it's also Magic Fire Ice reduction. Like, that can't be better on, like, stats. Alright, let's see what we can sell. So I know we've got the Swords of Ruin. We can always get more of those. Dragon's Bane. Zombie Bane. Warhammer. As we all know, Warhammer's very expensive. Party dresses. This is where we're gonna make all our cash. We've been waiting for this for all game. A shop that sells stuff like this. Six tortoise shells. Some heavy armor. Get rid of the hate mail. Okay. So let's go ahead and buy Dragon Robe for Slyo. Let's it's only a +2 for that, so let's actually go over and buy the Silver Shield. This is an upgrade for Rough pretty effectively, so we're going to do that. We're also going to give Slyo one of these as well. And then I want to buy the Claw. I need $5 more. Can you sell this Ice Shield for $5 more, please? Okay. So let's buy... Yeah, Watermaul... Cobra Claws. Yeah, Watermaul Wand is equipped there. Alright. Okay. So that's all of our upgrades we can get here. Yeah, we've been sitting on these forever, and finally... they get to get used. We get the payout. Shiver me timbers. This grog's frozen solid. Arr. Arr. That's pirate. That's normal for pirates. Okay. One last look around the ship here, and then we're gonna head up and see where this other trail left. Yes! Oh, a payoff. We found, I think we're up to like 89? Thank you, Tar. The Almighty might not be as mighty as he's cracked up to be. Alright, quick check-in here before we... Oh, okay, that's the other exit on this side. Great. So, we've been set on another, island. There was another trail that the fire spirit left for... following into, you can see, look at how huge this is. There's our tiny boat, and there's the reason that that boat didn't come ashore. Look how huge it is. But the fire spirit led us to a great boon. Here we are. We've made it back. Yeah, that's right, to books. Flop. But now we've made it to All Trades Abbey. Don't you dare. Come on. That's rude. But yeah, so this is very important, and it's what I was mentioning about, like, hey, we're gonna have access to this soon. Because way up here, hello? The dingbat here. But yeah, so we're gonna make some moves. So Maribel's the biggest. We need to move Maribel out of the current job into something way more useful. We want to start moving towards Luminary. That's where Maribel needs to go to get to Druid. We don't currently have what we need for the other three. The other three are still Sleepy Book. You know, swapping. Ooh, Earth Scorcher. Is that our mental? 7, I think? Ka-frizzle, ka-sizzle. I think that's 7, not 8. If that was 8, that'd be so good, but no, that's 7. But yeah. Anyway, this place is also plunged into darkness. Things are bad. But we are at All Trades. We can go ahead and change vocations. Thank goodness. Let's get Maribel into another one. Dancer? Oh god, we have to go through Jester too, don't we? Right, we gotta go through Dancer and Jester. Well, let's get things moving. Maribel shall tread the path of the Jester. It's worth noting at this point in the game, all areas have max level cap for level. Yeah, once we're on disc 2, that mechanic no longer is a problem. We just have the ability to do whatever we want for that. So yeah, as I said, I am liable to do a little bit of off-screen setup for that, so that Maribel can be closer to getting to Druid. But for now, oh my god. We need to head back, and we need to, yes? Escudoger. How do you think Maribel feels about being a clown? I don't think Maribel does things half-assed. If Maribel chooses to take an action, I think she's in it. Bandits are known to operate in this area. Yeah, so if you're doing class setups, this is the place you're doing it. Because we're in a restricted part of the world right now, you know? Now, that's one of my favorite Dark Souls guys, you know, fighting with 2 shields. I need to take the other side to get to... Now, let's head on up here is probably the place to go to tell you to take us back to the... Maybe I can zoom. Probably can't zoom. Does Maribel have an egg? Oh, like in the egg collection? Yes, okay, great. That's what I thought. We just have to talk to Tar. Look at how huge, like, when I say that this ship is a nation, it's gigantic. It's big enough to be, like, Estard and Estard Castle. So... Okay. Reminds me of the town that becomes your airship in Bravely Default. Yeah. The thing I love about it is, like, take a look at our ship, and then, like, just seeing how large the boat is. Like, you can see the shadow of it over there. It's the entirety of the frame. Like, just incredibly huge. Alright, we kind of have a choice to make at this point. We're told that water is going to be our last spirit, but we have both the earth and wind spirit opened up, you know? Always love it. Yeah. It's fun to have a mobile base. Winged Sabercat. I like that we've gotten some major upgrades, too. Alright. Well, as we're walking, is there one that has a preference from y'all, either wind or earth? Well, oh no, I'm not gonna get say it's the height of well. Okay. Have we tried unfurling the carpet since we got cut off? That's a good question. Well, we have not. Indeed, Maribel has to take some time to clown. I'm glad Maribel's not too far behind in levels. You can see the levels in the party are 36, 34, 32, and 30. Maribel has attained the rank of clown. One shell of a guy. Ooh. What a nice spell to get. Damn, that's like we are getting some great hits for Ruff. I love Ruff having access to like strong support spells as well as just being like powerful damage. That combination sits really well. Bonk. Was that put Ruff at 6? Yeah, 6. 7, 7, 6, 2. Okay. I think I'm gonna go check out Wind first as my own personal thought. So this is fire. This is wind. Off we go on a new adventure to find the spirits. We found one. 3 remain. Welcome to the teleportal we saw in the Sanctum of the Spirits. If you remember this specific teleportal behind the jail near the top of the Wind Temple. And here we are. Because you remember there's the statue to the wind spirit. Like, this is, the statue is claimed to be made in memory of the, oh god, small child who couldn't fly, the only one who couldn't. Filial piety. Anyway, we have an adventure to take care of here. Hey, if God's here, why is this happening? Maribel does indeed have an excellent jester outfit. It's very good. Hello, biting baboon. Return of Egg Devil. Destroyed. We've literally never seen a monster here. That's weird. That was one of the 2 decrees of God, was put down your weapons and stop fighting monsters. Which everybody had said, like, that's a cool idea as long as the monsters aren't biting me. And biting and biting and biting and biting. Like, if that's not happening, I'm pretty happy with it. The problem is when I'm being bitten by monsters. I don't like that part. Hello? Excuse me. Ma'am, please. Ma'am, you got it, ma'am. Please. Clown time. I've got Magulu here with me. What? Now I'm picturing Maribel in a Magulu cosplay. Which isn't too far off from clown outfit, obviously. How would those 2 get along? I just want more Magulu. Yeah, that's true. That's basically the full of it. The Nightmare Verse. They'd either be best friends or hate each other, and I don't know which. Alright, I need to get up to the, I need to take the middle exit so I can get to that statue. Fidelia will raise the spirit from her sleep. Damn, if only those legends... I love, like, she's like, yeah, well, it's obvious, right? Like, we just solved the puzzle. Like, this one's easy. You just wake up the spirit. I don't, like, why is this one hard? Like, come on. Yeah, they are getting a lot of mileage out of these islands. Because the islands have multiple states in past and present. And even between past and present, we've got past, present, and, on top of the, like, extra state we have here, where everything's, like, busted up. You know, not busted up, but, like, you know what I mean, where, monsters are here as well. I don't know if this is enough, but I'm gonna complete the puzzle. I think I'm just gonna head back to Aeolus. We can come back to the Sanctum later, but first, we should head back to town and see what's going on there. No. You're doing fine, buddy. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna quick be right back. We're gonna continue for just a little longer here. See if we can't find our way back to the Vale and such. But I will be back in just a moment. Okay, not quite done yet. See if we can find the wind spirit. I think that'd be a good success. Or at least get a lead on this. We got some new enemies here. Interesting. Corpse Corporal and the Hell Hog. But yeah, just like there aren't characters who there is nobody like Magilou, you know? These are some sizable foes. Okay. Maribel like, yeah, where is this place? That's actually really fun. Like, hey, no, this wasn't like one of the adventures I went on, right? No. Oh no, the sting slime. Oh, look at how cute they are. Bonk. I love that we can just buy this Metal King Blade. The Emperor Slime? Well, alright then. It's even bigger. Where? Can you spot the second Corpse Corporal? That's right. Drill! That rules. The Emperor Slime just going in for a drill. Yeah, I'll just use the Sage's Stone. Maribel does not have a lot of health in Clown, so we have to keep, like, you know, keep affected by that. The Emperor! Okay, this truly is an Emperor of Slime. They know Zing. That is the sign of a ruler, right? Fall Guy. Maribel will soon have a crossover with Final Fantasy XIV. So if you remember last time we were here in the Vale, we left off a story kind of unfinished. Yo, dude. What are Frieza's generals doing here? Holy shit. Captain Catastrophe. I love seeing so many cool new enemies out here. But these are incredibly, like, the armor is so, like, you know, Frieza army with the plates like that. You know, the look of, like, the Saiyan armor you think of. Captain Catastrophe. They got a beard and they've got a spot for ears, like dog ears up there. Why are they hitting each other? So, yeah, the main move that everybody has access to, because everyone has the Heart of a Slime. I've given everyone the Heart of a Slime. The Heart of the Slime has granted everyone Weird Whacker, which is an AoE basic attack that confuses everybody with, like, a ridiculously high hit rate. But yeah, we left off like an unknown story. There was a tower to the south that newly appeared in the present. The mayor was missing and wasn't being found in the area. Like, the mayor didn't even show up to the meeting with the Almighty. So... like, there were some questions going on. Did you not? The swinger. They love a dancing and a singing. Oh boy, we can't grow food here in Aeolus Vale. It doesn't look as pretty as you mentioned. It's true. Yeah, you can see the purple haze. So yeah, let's head on down. Let's talk to the residents. Maybe we can get an audience with the mayor. The mayor's been a very, yeah? Yeah? You good? Again, everybody's, like, fine with the idea of, like, we should live in a world without weapons, but it's like, if I'm attacked by a monster on the road, help. And we hadn't had problems with monsters at all, actually, before the Almighty showed up. There were 0 monsters. We were actually quite good. So we would have been in a you know, unrivaled age of peace. The mayor's speech. Okay, we should go listen to the mayor. Good old mayor. Sales of armor have never been better. Oh. So yeah, she's been gone for a while. True, monsters have existed, that's why we know about them, but like, to be attacking a town? Alright. War is good for business and peace is good for business. Anyway, hi, here's the mayor. We haven't met the mayor before, but if you remember, this is the, you know, the Cirrus Vale, the Vale of the Cirrus. Every once in a while, declare peace. Confuse the hell out of your enemies. Hi, Seraphina. Okay, Seraphina, I like, the wings are a huge thing here. You don't need to do the, like, platitudes. We need a little bit more. Okay, damn, you don't have the... You went with the platitudes because you don't have the... I understand. Alright, we're closing the town, and I'm gonna go find a solution. Okay, you know what? That's your... We're here. We're here to help. So, yeah, no, she literally, the reason she's been missing, she didn't show up to the meeting with the Almighty, is because she's grown wings. Like, I wanted to, like, tell you when I found out why, but, like, I have to leave the town right now. This is my job. That's why I'm there. Respect. You gotta cut holes in the back of everything, too. It's really, like... Having wings like that takes a lot of effort in clothing, especially, like, taking them on and off. Like, you have to kind of fold them in and then pull up and then, like... You know... Like, you take the shirt off backwards, like, under the wing. Anyway, I like that she's like, yeah, you know what? Like, good. Yeah. Yes, Ruff, you are right. You're doing great, Ruff. But yeah, like, if Seraphina's gonna try to find out, and she's like, hey, if there's anybody here who actually knows, like, how to fight, like, I'm gonna need to do some traveling. We need to, like, figure out what's going on. Yeah, in the present, we've associated Fidelia, like, with the Spirit of the Wind. Like, in the past, obviously, Fidelia was the lady who didn't have, well, one person who didn't have wings. But, like, in the present, she's kind of been remembered as, like, an incarnation of the Spirit of the Wind. That statue was there in the past, by the way. We had to do, like, a puzzle with it and everything. Yeah, like, again, having wings pop out of your back on, like, out of nowhere, that has to, like, really confuse you. Silver tiara. $7 whole. Was she, like, walking around town with, like, a big old coat? We're here to help. Uh-huh. So, yeah, as we've said, we left a few unanswered questions here. The tower that appeared out of nowhere. The mayor being missing, and we're kind of linking them all up with the wind spirit here. Ever since I sprouted these wings, I've been getting phone calls every day from Ventus Tower. We've been trying to reach you about your wings extended warranty. 100%. Hello, Seraphina. Glad to have you in the party. We're quite good at escorting people into places where the spirits are. Oh god, yeah, there's a lot of things that come with wings just appearing. Maintenance of those wings, if nobody in town knows how to deal with that. And you can see, like, you know, that... Like, or like even using them, right? Like, how weird must it feel? Like, how do they move? You have to, like, it's a new muscle, right? Like, you gotta get used to a whole new, like, body part. That's tough. I mean, I can't stop you. Alright. Let's go find ourselves to a tower, shall we? Like, that's wild, right? I suppose that'd be normal. How's it going, Messa? Yeah, we're gonna go check out this tower, see what it leads to, and then, that'll be our day for today. We're not gonna go do Earth Spirit stuff, obviously. Give Ruff a tail. Yeah, she said escort me to the tower, but, like, come on. That also means we're going up the tower, and the tower has monsters. I'm not stupid. Alright. This tower that was definitely here in the past the whole time. Welcome to Ventus Tower. Please, you have to tell me. What happened? Why is the world dark? Where did the sun go? What happened to God? It's funky, Malamet, because some party members, bonus party members, do that, right? We have had, bonus party members who fight with us, right? Jacqueline, the priestess of All Trades Abbey, or things like that. So it's not like they don't, but like some of them don't. I agree. It'd be kind of cool if they had like a, I don't know, bonus, like, small effect. Anyway, hi, the mayor's here. Why do you have wings? You may either trust in your mayor, or let me pass, or not. Your choice. She's a very, proper mayor. The way she was giving that speech and such. Anyway. Bit of a big cheese. Okay. So, tower to climb. There's the treasure. We got more monsters. Hijinks. These enemies hit hard. We're not messing here. We could pull out some wind resistance. I know we have like a Tempest shield that wouldn't be unreasonable to pull out of the pocket. Accounting sheet. They both do it. Nice crit. There we go. Irian? This is a Centurion, but it's a Decadurian. A Decaurion? Yeah, Decaurion. This too. So it's a Centurion, but it's a Decade. Yeah, but it's also decay, like decaying. They also write Yuri in their spare time? Just kick out of the cloud there. Okay, I need to go up and around and down and fight this big sword and grab this. Yes! We're not going to be able to turn these in for a little while longer, but we're going to have so many of them. Hijinks is a very good one. It's unfortunate, but at the same time, it at least gives us, like, we're gonna get some good things when we come out of it, right? We're gonna have, like, a good set of goodies. I would watch a DQ art name stream just going through the Asteria. Yeah, I should, that sounds like a fun time. Especially with the ones we've gone through. We've had, like, we have the different animations in the bestiaries as well. That's a good idea. I'll file that one away for, like, a day where, something else doesn't work on a Wednesday. Anyway. 13! God damn! Oh, and that's Aish up to max martial artist, so we can swap over to warrior. And that'll be the last that Aish needs in order to be ready for moving up to armamentalist and sorry. Hello? Yo! The Terracotta Warrior. Look at the face on Terracotta Warrior there. Aisha's doing a lot more damage now, too, so things are working out well on, I think, the setups we have. Sleepy just hiding in the helmet. That's so cute. Bonk. The Decayurion. Let's get that treasure. Is that an upgrade for anyone? A Miracle Blade is like, that's what we were using on Mervin. So like that is a weapon of like legitimate power. Who can use that? Anybody else? You know? Sure. Don't know the warriors. 2 of them. We'll keep the roamers in our hearts, but I think this is an era for miracles, right? We are attempting to you know, find the 4 spirits and take an argument to the Almighty. I think that absolutely qualifies as an era of miracles. Generally, not a thing we do in Dragon Quests outside of like a bonus battle, right? We had, in Dragon Quest III, we have the fight with the dragon, Zenithian dragon, for like a wish and things like that. It's almost unusual in its placement here, right? Look at this cute little buddy. Oh my goodness. Goodbye. Yo, Flame Slash heals? That's great. I'm very happy to see that Flame Slash heals with that sword. Best Sheller. Hey! Absolutely. Roam free, write free, live free. These things are huge, by the way. They don't even fit in the camera. Too big. Okay. Be careful. An edged boomerang. Is that anything? No? Okay. But you know why that's there? If you remember, boomerangs were becoming really big over in the Eolus Vale. They were getting real popular over in the Vale. So it's not unreasonable to find one out here at this weird tower. I'm trying. Freak. My whole plan. Ooh. There's a voice crying out from above, asking me to make my way up here. You know, the wings could definitely be like the mark of a wind spirit, you know? Goodbye. Destroyed. Like, the mark of the other marks were a little more like tattoo on you sort of thing, but like, you could definitely see like, oh, what a good buddy. Yeah, you can absolutely join us. Did you see the way the head moved? The helmet jumped up, turned around, and then the body twisted. That's so cute. Oh. Yo, it's Grumbly the Wyvern. Hey, Grumblus. Damn, you fight hard. Rip. Roll you like a bowling ball. Grumbly the... Ooh, the Bone Baron. Ooh, are they gonna... opening on me? Alright, that's painful. Oh, they have breath, too. Okay, fine. I thought that was a cool, smart move to stop the Crackle move, but... Bone Baron is absolutely a Skull Eater rank. Like a... If you're leveling to 8 ranks of that job. The vocation of Skull Eater. Okay, keep moving. Ooh, is this Maribel 31? Rough 35. Yo, 10 HP on it. God, these levels are huge. That's always nice to see. Necrosage on rank 8. I got into that fight because I was moving too far towards the, like, fall area, and I didn't want to fall down. So I weaved back into the fight to make sure I didn't, like, accidentally get bonked off the side there. I love their sleepy look. They're just fun looking. The face kind of looks like a Kabu. Jobbing comedian. Is there new crowd control? I'll have to check. Buddy! Yo! I love these little friends. They're so cute. These are a little, below the curve for being up here, but they're trying their best. You gotta respect them. They're trying their best. 1 point of damage. What heroes? Alright, how tall are we at this point? Goodness. Two treasures on this map. Like one on each side here? Maybe in the center? Come on down. Yeah, come on down, sounds right. What? Hey, buddy. Ooh. That's really good to have those claws have Envenomate on them. Venom is a really big poison when it lands. Mimic? $50. Mimic? Mimic! Mimic! Hey, buddy. Ooh. Okay. Alright. Sleepy Mimic. So we can fall in that hole, but I have to go the other way around because there's a fourth treasure on this level, so we gotta get all four in case of mini medals or in case of real deals, you know, many deals that can be had. So we gotta go check out. Ooh, nice dodge. Okay. They actually got multiple people poisoned, huh? Unusual. Alright, so there's the other treasure. We're gonna hide around this corner for just a moment to get these monsters out of the way. Then we'll see if we have a second mimic. Mercury's bandana. We have so many of these. This is fine. Alright, so let's go center. We'll fall down the hole, climb up, and we'll make our way to the top of the tower. So fall down the hole. Time for treasure. You a mimic? Slyo snack. 2 Slyo snacks? Oh, wow. You know? Five resilience. And 1 agility. Okay. Who's frying me? If there's nothing up here, I'm gonna be so miffed. Well. Climbing up these stairs is quite silly. No? No treasure. Okay. What is Slyo's resilience? 94, 21, 52, 45. Close. We're getting there. For some healing. There's that multi-heal. That heals so much, too. Okay. So don't use magic. That'll finish off the Bone Baron. Okay. We're almost up here, you can see. We're so close. So, what do we got? At the top of the tower. A hole. Oh. Yeah, that would be the first thing you tried, but like... I had to donate my wings to the future. To Seraphina, that's like, yeah, this is the embodiment of the wind spirit, Fidelia, back. And we're like, oh, hey, it's our good friend. Here we go. We've been taken to a Minecraft world. You know? But, like, in a very cool way. I like this a lot. We get the, like, the map spinning with us. Alright. Let's go ahead and sit ourselves in the church, though. The last wings of the Cirrus. So, we have the Air Cirrus and the Land Cirrus clans. Just like Moogles, it's true. We'll finish this up next time, but here, now that we're able to take a break as we're on this you know, block in the sky, the Super Slyo Galaxy Cube, that'll be it for today. Hope you had a fun time. We've got a good chunk, you know, that we've moved through. We found the Fire Spirit. We have a good deal on what we're doing. We've learned more about Slyo's lineage, the whole of Estard's lineage, actually. Maybe have a second dad. And we've generally just had a good time. So yeah, anyway, that's gonna be it for tonight. Thank you all for joining. If you want to catch more, you can always follow us, and we're live 7 Central on weekdays. You can subscribe. Cool Skulls, Slimes, Moldrifters, and Mimics await you. But if you're just here having a good time, A+, can't ask for more. Tomorrow we've got more Yakuza 7 ongoing, which is also nearing the back. I actually suspect these two will finish at a similar time. Probably about 3 streams ahead is my thought on both. We'll see. But obviously I think there's more post-game in 7 here than 7 tomorrow. And then we've got our Slay the Spire on Friday. So, yeah, thank you all for joining. Have a good night, everybody.